Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, USC.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights, and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay. The phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy.
Going over the top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Trying to beat him to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're trying to get to it. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see the defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the toss. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try the outside to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Can't get him to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision that he made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll go right back to the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Fox. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires left. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as all.
And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
in these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The give to the tailback.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Going to the running game. He's there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong. Yeah,
and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Back to pass, it's Fox. Going up top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big
pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a first down play. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Finds his man enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it has.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here we go. They'll go right back to him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now adjusting. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown USC! And the stomping has commenced. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Williams. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped after making the catch. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
Here we go. Ready.
The toss to the outside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Fox. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to do. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. With the catch, it's Sampson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pressure coming after him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Throwing right. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Collins. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Trojan. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's right on target. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Collins. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They want to just keep throwing it. On the move, he fires. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for room, it's Jackson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they've got on second down.
42, Spider. 4, 2, 3.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The Trojans get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. The official says no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.